should be live. I'm just waiting to confirm, and we are. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here. Welcome to another Ouchie stream where we hang out and do some Dungeons and Dragons, Satan's game. Have fun in the land of Faerûn as we continue on our journey with the Resonant Band, our group of adventurers, who I will let them introduce themselves, of course. So there you go. Let me make sure everything's working. Welcome to another Arch. Hold on, YouTube's fighting me. Stop it! Stop it! Come on! Stop it! All right. So, yes, we are up. I can see the chat. So if you're out there, like we say with all our streams, give your greetings, say hi to me, say hi to all the homies and homettes here. Yeah, pretty much feel free to interact. We may not, we could be in a specific role-playing situation or fight or something. If we don't acknowledge you immediately like we do on all of my my other streams, don't worry about it. We'll get to you. We'll see it. Somebody will respond to you in chat eventually. If not initially, we'll get to you eventually. That's important. So glad to have you guys here on Saturday night. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. All right. Let's let these guys introduce themselves and let's get this party started. And then we'll get a recap of what happened last session. And then we'll get into this session. El perfecto. Ouchie, introduce your character if you wouldn't mind, please.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Jazmyra Synn. I've got my drink tonight, celebrating the demise of the purple worm. This is the purple worm margarita.
Wow.
Giggity.
It's something I heard about from the Sword Coast or something.
Oh, right. Corinth.
Hello, this is Dorian Dahr, your bard warlock, and I'm a fan of snickerdoodle cookies. So there you go.
It's true. You can't argue with facts. Grimothy.
Hi, this is Briar Thistledown. You've reached this message because I'm not here at the moment.
Sounds like you're here.
Well, I'm playing the bard, a bard in the party.
One of.
That's also one of the sneaky little bastards, short in stature,
Mischievous. Very mischievous.
only slightly shorter than Ribin.
That's true. Hello, Kidiota. Cake indeed, my friend. Cake indeed. Welcome, Kidiota. He's here every Saturday. We appreciate you, buddy.
Same appetite, though.
Cake?
Yes.
We trust me. You have 2 halflings in the party. This party is eating really good.
Allegedly. And then last but not least, JohnnyMo.
I'm playing as Ribin Hoggather, halfling fighter / cleric. Weapons are my religion.
Warm
Play
food.
flute in a band. Warm food are some of my favorite things.
And let's recap. So last session, after getting through the troglodytes and getting some good loot, the party made their way to the Great Werven Nursery. Actually, finding the location, they sent in our extraordinary bard / rogue to go in and try to steal one of the eggs silently. Let's just say it did not go well.
He was successful.
Just not very successful. In fact, he wasn't successful. Got caught the glimpse of the worm. The party did some really smart moves, got out of there lickety split, but worms feel your vibrations, and as fast as the party was moving, eventually one of them caught up to them. A great battle ensued on the map, as you can see. It was a hell of a fight, but through sheer perseverance and skill, the party was able to overcome and beat the Great Worm. Not wanting to fart around and find out because they could fear more rumblings, knowing that this is a big deal, that, having acquired the first of their 4 items that they need to get their hands on, the party hauled ass and made a camp spot, got in their tiny hut, wait for the rumbling to end, and then there you go. So item number 1 of 4 has been acquired by the Resonant Band, who is in the Underdark, continuing their adventures, fighting the good fight, trying to stop this demon incursion that is happening from the Abyss and the Underdark. Not good. We're going to skip ahead 2 days. You guys make your way back to Visceran's Mage Tower and have access because he's the guy. You guys are able, worn out. You've had some close calls in this last adventure. You guys make your way into the tower. You're able to rest and relax. When you first get there, Visceran's not there, so you're able to kind of collect your thoughts and rest and relax. And you leveled. So go ahead and level your characters up right now. If you defeat a purple word, you gain a level, I think.
Woohoo! Nice.
Yahoo!
Thank you, Ranger.
Thank you.
Thanks, Easter Bunny.
You're welcome.
Bonk.
So we're gonna let these
Anyone remember
guys
that
level.
commercial? Anyone?
Oh, let's.
What's going on there, Ouchie?
I said, anyone remember that commercial?
Which
the
one?
Thanks Easter Bunny Bok Bok
Yeah.
commercial.
Bok,
Level 6 cleric.
Yeah, with the lion going. Bah!
The
Oh,
lion
shit.
with the ears. Rawr, rawr.
Fighter.
Sorry, did I make the ceiling fall on you there, Ouchie?
Yeah, we're gonna give these guys a few minutes and talk to
The
chat.
imp from
if anybody's
Avernus
there.
being very loud.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, they do.
How do you level up again? I always forget. Never mind. I'm just kidding. I know.
So
Not really
anyway,
anything to do.
Ouchie did not gain a level apparently. All right, she forgot how to do it.
No, I did. I just
Oh,
did
good.
it.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Fighter
magical
goes to-
secrets time.
11.
Extra
Aw,
attack.
I wanted magical secret.
You get what you get. Good day.
Mm,
What level you guys now? 13?
Nope.
Mhm.
Well, not you. Goes into illustrate.
Let's see. I got.
Oh, what spells should I choose?
How about those?
Hmm.
And I'm also going to tell you guys something. After this level, because you're here at 13, right?
Yep.
At 14, you may go back to your, besides Ouchie, you may go to your other class and level it up.
Did you just see my eyes light up and then you just?
It was delicious.
Pulled the rug right out from under
I
her.
found your
There was like a millisecond where I was smiling and then yeah.
I found your agony glorious and delicious. So yeah.
Let's show her what she won. A new car.
And
you missed the price by $1. I'm so
actually no.
sorry.
Actually, what I did is I showed her the new Ferrari, and then I threw a grenade in it, and she watched it.
That's you peel the label off
Yes.
the where it tells you what the car is, and it doesn't say Ferrari, it says Fiero.
Yeah.
It's a new car from IKEA.
IKEA. The new IKEA
It says
one.
you go.
Yeah. You go.
It's a Fanghungevergen.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Mhm.
So yeah, you guys will, if you want to, will have one opportunity to go a different direction. You can stay on the current path
Nice.
that you're on, or go back to your other one. But that'll be the last ones. But I want to give you guys a heads up on that so you can think about that for the future. If you live that.
I'm staying on my current path.
Read. Never heard of that spell before.
Which one?
Incite greed.
It's kind of funny. It's from that what's that? That offshoot game with the shopkeepers.
I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's
it was here and then it was gone.
So I think for my magical secrets, I'll take silvery barbs.
No, you won't. Denied. Okay, whatever you like.
I'm tempted.
Something wonky going on here.
Oh, so how about before I consider a spell, let me ask how it would work in your game, Ranger Fabricate.
Oh, what does it say?
So,
I can read it off if you want.
sure.
I have it on my... I was looking at it. You convert raw materials into products of the same material. For example, you can fabricate a wooden bridge from a clump of trees, a rope from a patch of hemp, or clothes from flax or wool. Choose raw materials that you can see within range. You can fabricate a large or smaller object contained within a 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cubes. Given a sufficient quantity of material, if you're working with metal, stone, or another mineral substance, however, the fabricated object can be no larger than medium.
Okay. So the way I've always had
the fabricated objects is based on the quality of the materials.
Right. So here's the thing.
Creatures and magic items can't be created by it.
No. So the way I use fabricate is I treat it like they do in Full Metal Alchemist. You must have equal value in the trade, and when you create it, right? You just can't, I built this bridge, and it's no. You have to have the resources. It has to make sense, right? You know what I'm saying? You just can't, I have 2 stone and one branch. I make AK-47. No, that's not going to work like that. So, simple constructs, simple designs, simple clothes.
So,
things
can I give an example?
Sure.
So from the purple worm, if I have had fabricate, could I have pulled out a whole bunch of his teeth and used fabricate to make a purple worm sword? Or purple worm dagger, something like that.
Not a chance.
Okay, then I will not take that spell.
But you could walk over to like a large pile of birch and make drum set.
Yeah, the basic designs of it, sure.
I mean, it's a bunch of circles.
It's one of those things I try to limit that because it can get ridiculous, right? And it just is, I try to, it's like back in the day when we were dealing with counterspell. It's like, okay, this is silly, right? You counter the counter. It's like, okay, we got to limit this, and came up with the rule that we did for counter stuff. So yeah. Some things in D&D are not thought out as good as they should. Because when I was thinking about fabricate, in the past and dealt with it, I was like, it's you get into these arguments, it's like, no. I make this, like, no. But it's that, no.
See, where I think fabricate is most dangerous if you're doing like a heist campaign.
In certain circumstances, it absolutely can be, right?
Because you throw a bunch of coins on the floor. I fabricate the key to that lock.
Yeah, simple things. I mean, the more complicated, the less I'm more likely to let fabricate create it, right? But like if you fabricated a key, I mean, you'd have to make some rolls to to be able to figure out what kind of key and design and stuff. But that's a simple object, right? That you can fabricate out of something.
Yeah.
And make it work. That stuff like that, I'm totally for. But
my favorite use
I create
of it,
the London Bridge. I have all this stone. What the fuck? No.
I create a tactical nuke.
See, my favorite use of it is I create a 1-foot thick wall that's at a slant.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
It falls on the dude that I created it next to.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Crash, take crushing damage.
Basically, the way I like fabricate being used is kind of like a lesser version of being able to harvest material from any creature you see. Not like you can go overboard
I'll allow
with it.
in this if you
That's
take
what
it.
I'll
take it, but like the actual crafting of a weapon or anything, no. But if you want to fabricate and say, I do this for this, so you can get all the components and stuff, right? You know, to break it down, sure.
But I mean, they do it. They do it in Monster Hunter with the giant greatsword made out of a dragon's tooth.
So in my example, if I'm not saying I would create the weapon, I would say I harvested those things to take to said crafter to create.
Yes, I would allow that.
Would work then.
That would work.
Okay.
Because
then I probably will take fabricate.
Yeah, I would be okay with that because you're just doing simple things. You're grabbing resources and things of that nature. No, that's okay. But when you said I create a dagger out of it, I'm like, hell no. Not a chance in hell.
One of the funnier uses for it that I've actually seen was a wizard having it, and he would walk over to a log and use it to create magical paper in order to be able to go and transcribe spells.
That I would be okay with that, right? Because it's a simple thing, and you know you need it for your spell book, and it's like, yeah, I could, you know, if you want to create some paper from it, that's absolutely, you know, that's simple and.
Well, yeah, and it'd be really easy to harvest like spell components, like if you needed teeth from a monster you killed, rather than you having to like get down in there and hunker it and pull it out. You just use fabricate and it comes out and kind of.
Yeah, this way, you know, the fact that you're a wizard and you're already playing the I'm stupidly in debt with student loan class, you also don't have to worry about your survival dump stat. Maybe next campaign I'll play a wizard. I don't know.
Playing one in Baldur's Gate 3, it's been a lot of fun.
It's a fantastic class, but it's also so determined how much fun you have based on the DM and the availability of finding like spell scrolls or you know, you kill a wizard, you loot his spell book or things like that. Because then just, you know, all the transcribing of spells, you're constantly at like 0 gold.
Yeah.
You know, all the wacky spell components that you do need.
Yeah, I don't charge a ton for transcribing spells. Because if you look in the campaign book and stuff, like, it'll...
it's like 100 gold per level of spell.
Like, get the fuck out of here. You know, the lower level spells, I'm like, you wouldn't need that much gold. I'm sorry. Level 1 to 3, it's like a gold and gold at most, right? Because I'm just like, it's level 1 through 3. Now, level 4, I get a little bit more price here. And then the higher level spells, absolutely, I'll go that high because, you know, 9th level wish spell. I want to try, I'd like to learn that. All right, you got 9,000 gold. It's all yours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not only that, you figure since you get 2 free spells per level, you know, if you're now transcribing Wish, that means that you have learned a bunch of 9th level spells already.
Up to a point, yeah. There's a dragon in Faerûn who's this thing. It's I think a level 40 wizard. Or no, it had wizard and sorcerer that equal 40 levels. But all it does is learn it's learned fire, and I can't remember its dragon's specific name, like level 50 or something. But what he does is all he does is use fire spells. But what it's allowed him to do is have, because you can't cast spells above 10th level, right? But you still you can still get those slots. So what he's done is he's using those slots to cast, because he can do fast cast and all this stuff. He can drop like, you know, and he can do multiples at the same time. So he can drop 2 fireballs 9th level and still have the opportunity to do it like 6 more times.
Ooh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, you should see the Creeping Death, the Draco Lich who lives in Faerûn. He is the most terrifying monster, period, in this world.
We got a few levels before we can tangle with him.
You would never want to tangle, ever.
Yeah,
You would have no chance in hell.
That's like a one-off where you build level 20 characters and you just have fun with
Put it
it.
to you this way. Elminster wanted to take him out because he could see what was happening, but he's also a friend of Mistra because all he does, he's a Draco Lich, but he only cares about one thing, learning magic. And he's developed spells that and techniques. All he does is study the weave and study dragons and study, all that stuff. So he's developed the ability to, because he was a black dragon, but he's developed a way to, right now, he can breathe the breath of any of the 5 chromatic dragons. On top of his insane wizard casting and stuff that he can do. I mean, he does level 6 and 7 spells, like, he doesn't have to use components or anything, he just casts them. They're nothing.
Yeah, they're basically cantrips for him at this point.
Basically, yeah. Plus a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, and Elminster wanted to get rid of him because he was like, he's too powerful. Mistress, she's neutral. She's like, yeah, but he's studying magic. He might be an evil bastard, but he hasn't done evil shit that affects anything that I care about, so leave him alone. And he's like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. He's learning magic and he's developing and studying and doing experiments that are not ridiculous. So he just sits in his giant underground dead city he took over and just studies. He just works on magic. But he's like
just chills.
He's just like level 55 of spellcasting. He's insane.
God. That's the one you want to loot that spell book. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Are we all, besides JohnnyMo, who's getting a drinky, good on our level?
We're trying to figure out another spell here. I'm taking Pass Without Trace as one of my magical secrets. I get one more that I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, high level characters can start getting a little OP. Corinth sent me that thing he had with Leo and oh man, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, you guys like wholesale slaughtered them.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's what action economy and going first can do when you are a Gloomstalker and an assassin combo.
This is some evil shit, man. They pulled it off. I was like, oh. Alright, as soon as JohnnyMo gets back, then we will continue the adventure. Good to see you guys here, everybody in chat. You're having a wonderful weekend. The weekend. You guys are finishing up their leveling, and then we will do. What did I? Okay, I can get 6 months free of Sirius XM. No, thank you. I can win gold points, so okay. Gardener's on Netflix. Cool. Didn't ask.
What are you reading?
Just messages I get from, like, all these sites, apps I use. They send you stuff. It's like, I guess Johnny went to actually slay an actual hill giant. I'm not an expert. Or he just went to the back. Any final calls, questions answered on your levels? Going once. Twice. 3 times a lady. All right, we're good. As soon as Johnny gets back, I will continue the saga of the Resonant. Stuff down. Oh, seconds. Way too many windows and screens open. How'd you kill me? Because it's high. This is the worst time of year for me. April into May sucks. Just pollen and allergies and Jesus.
Don't you take like Claritin or something?
I take something, but it only does so much, you know, I mean. I'm going to be in the shit tomorrow. Deep in the shit, getting stuff done. Get deep in that. Well, I hope Johnny's coming back.
I wonder, should I take Eldritch Blast as my second one? Then you have 2 finger blasters.
You can never overshadow the original. All right, Johnny, you good?
I'm good.
All right, let us continue then. While you guys feel this resurgence and get a little bit of rest from your long venture into the great purpley wormy thingy. Just then, you guys have all, while you're visiting, you're there for a day. You rest up. You have the unseen servants. You have accommodations to baths, things of that nature in his tower. So you guys are able to rest, recharge, regroup. Visrin, actually, you're just getting done with a nice hot bath there, Jazz, and which happens to be next to his special room, and you just happen to be passing by as he's coming out of the special room.
Awkward.
Oh, I see you have taken the bath. You smell lovely.
Don't smell me, all right?
I mean, it's in the air.
That's
what
weird.
did you want me to do?
That's weird.
You not want me to see either?
Hey, those purple worms were not cool, man.
Well, getting the demon blood, which I acquired, was even worse. I'm sure it was awful for you, but it was no picnic for me. It was sucky.
Are you a vampire?
No, I'm not. I'm a drow.
You can be both.
No, not the vampire.
Just checking.
Are you the vampire?
No,
I mean, it's okay if you is. I do not judge. Little sucking of the necks.
Okay. Where is everybody else?
Just you and him right now. They're all downstairs.
Okay, I'm going downstairs. Hey everyone, I found our wizard friend.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's about an hour later after he refreshes himself and stuff. He comes down. It's good to see the Resonant Band back and successful. Oh, you have done good work, I see.
Yeah, we got the making of a big omelet.
Well, yes. That's what you said there. It is funny. All right, we must begin.
Yeah, all right. I don't remember him acting like this.
I really wanted a big omelet.
Now, I'm going to talk and discuss your next task. It is all right with you?
Yeah.
Oui, oui. Mm-hmm.
So he starts breaking it down. He says, okay, basically what he says is good job on getting the egg. He was able to get one of his items. It's going to take him a lot longer to get the other one because he picked two of the harder ones. So you guys, they're all ridiculous, but you know, he got two of the worser ones. He said he's also had his assistant when they weren't out doing their thing to get their stuff. Do some more research for you about this labyrinth. Didn't know a ton about it, just, you know, general stuff when they first talked. And he kind of lays it down for you. He says that, so from what they've gathered from the research they've done, is that the labyrinth is a series of naturally forming tunnels, twisting tunnels and caves, a huge complex that just naturally formed, and then generations of people, whether Dwargar or dwarves or whoever, came in and mined it, made it bigger, things of that nature. But it's still the Underdark, and eventually bad things started going into there. Now, what makes the labyrinth special is that there's what's in the center is known as the Gallery of Ancient. You didn't really know what that was, but he went and did a bunch of research and history checking and stuff, and you guys knew a little bit, but he basically says that the Gallery of Angels is located in the heart of the labyrinth. From legends, the reason it's called the Gallery of Angels is not some kind of religious thing that he thought it was before. Really what it is that back in the great battle between good and evil, yada, 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 8 angels from the divine realm were punished for disobeying and doing bad things, and so that they were punished. So in the center of this lab are 8 stone statue of angels. And these are the 8 angels. This is kind of like their punishment and their prison. They were turned to stone or petrified. He doesn't know which, but they were placed there as penance for some great evil deed or something that they did in the past. He doesn't know. He couldn't find out for sure. It's hard to figure out these things from legend and lore. But what he thinks is that the angel feathers that you guys are looking for, since these are actual angels, is on the bloody angels. So you just have to get to the labyrinth and get that. He says, however, it's going to be quite a challenge from what he's been able to gather, that certain evil, of course, there's great danger there. You know, things that you don't want to talk about in the Underdark exist in those great labyrinth. He says, but what has been reported is that of recent, 2 demon lords have been seen in that location and their followers. One is Yanagu, and Yanagu is the Knoll demon lord. He is a piece of work. And then Bahamut, or Baphomet, his rival. Now, they're each awful in their own place, and their followers are awful in their own place. Baphomet is the one that has kind of transitioned this network into a more demonic realm, because he is 2 things. He is all about gore. He's a great minotaur, and he's all about trapping people in his mazes and chasing them. You know, the legend of the minotaur kind of goes along with this. But he is the main villain of that. But he's hyper intelligent. So he is your own problem in the sense that him and his minotaur followers will be around in that era. Yanagu and the Knolls is another issue, because Yanagu is pure chaos incarnate, in the sense that he is all about hunting anything down, killing it, slaughtering it, and He has his gnolls. That's why gnolls are kind of the way that they act and do the things that they do, is because of him and the way he has a tight-knit grip on them and how they act and everything. Their ruthlessness, their barbarity, everything is because of him. He's all about stalking prey and the great hunt and slaughtering and just disemboweling and doing all that stuff and taking trophies, horrifying trophies. And those two are, well, they are rivals. They've been rivals since the beginning of time, and they both despise one another. So wherever one is, you're always going to find the other one lurking about. And they've been at war with each other since time infinitum. So on top of all the other scary shit in the Underdark, you guys will have to contend with that as you try and get to the center to get these angel feathers.
Great.
Hip hip hooray.
Sounds like a party.
So this was Yanago, and what was the other guy's name?
It's Yanagu and Baphomet.
Not the metal dragon god guy, right?
No. Bahamut. Great platinum dragon now.
Yeah, okay. That would be bad to fight.
He says that you'll find a lot of abandoned settlements within the labyrinth, or will be common. You'll find mine shafts, so be careful. The labyrinth itself can get you turned around and lost in there. Now that you've got two demon lords fighting in that area, that makes it worse. Yeah, it's a dangerous place.
So, since you got your demon blood already, are you coming with us?
Oh, I have a tax that I must take care of. I have my own things to get, remember?
Got it.
You've got your taxes to do? Is that what you said?
Yes.
It's that time of year.
Yes, I must go to Mesa Bazaar and, you know. But no, he's still got
dangerous. I would not want to owe taxes to the Mensa Baron tax collector. Oh man.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take it out a pound of flesh. Okay. No,
Literally.
a pound of flesh. Ah!
Out of every one of your family members.
Mm-hmm.
They would do it.
Great.
Yeah, he's got one of the two things he needs, but the second one's going to be a little bit tough.
Right, I'm so happy we signed up for this. Totally not sarcastic.
You don't happen to have any spare sending stones on you, do you?
No.
Once we get to the middle of the thing, is there an easier way out, or do we got to walk all the way back out too?
I mean, if you had some way to teleport, I've given you access to my teleportation circle. So I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh, no, I didn't know if the teleportation circle would work in there or not.
I have no idea.
We just would need someone that knows the spell.
Yeah,
I
don't. Does anybody?
Oh, I believe that
you got
two people do, might.
Oh.
You one people. Well, no, at least one person does.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
Why don't we teleport out of the worm thing then? We'll talk about that
Because
later.
I didn't have it prepared at the time.
You didn't like to walk out?
No, I did not.
Well, I thought it was fun.
Well, maybe you'll have fun in the labyrinth.
Well, I mean, those gnolls are kind of fun to poke.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's more of them, and then apparently they're like God or whatever, like, I don't know. I mean, he's a god, so he's going to be taller than them. So he's going to have to be really tall, like 4 foot or something.
At least. At least.
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's a big guy. That's
Huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, all right. So where do we go to get to the thing?
I can teleport you there, but then you're on your own to get back. Many days.
Well,
Sounds
not
good.
if we got that teleportation thing.
This is correct.
I mean, Jazz, unless you want to walk for a week or two again. Okay.
Yes, time is of the essence.
I got a question for you, our wizard buddy.
Yes.
Are you? I heard you say that it's just suggested that the feathers are still on the angels, which are currently turned to stone. So, could we chisel one of the feathers off?
Absolutely.
Or do we have to reanimate one of these angels and then yank a feather off?
If I understand,
or 6 feathers, however many we need.
I mean, I do not. The legends say they're either stone.
Oh, it's from 6 different angels. Oh my god.
Petrified. You know, all you need is couple of feathers. So whether it's,
but it can be a stone feather. Like they don't need to be a real fluttery actual feather.
Made from the essence of the divine beings that they are.
Okay.
It'd be fun.
Do we got some chisels on us? We're gonna need some
do not
chisels.
know with this. Yes.
Which would probably annoy them more? Like if we take a chunk of rock off of them if they're a statue, or if we unrockify them and then just sort of rip a feather out?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, if I get grabbed by the hair and it gets ripped out, that hurts. I got to imagine a feather's kind of like that.
Maybe they lost some feathers before they got turned to stone. They're just layer on the ground.
Well, how long ago was that?
The creating of the world? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So
probably not.
It's a while ago.
It's a wee bit, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like a lot of organic-y things, rot away after a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are angels, so maybe they're kind of like beef jerky where they're good forever, but I don't know.
I don't know either. This is what you must figure out. I've given you all the information I could find.
How big are they?
I do not know. Again, you will have to go and see. Angels can be of different sizes. I don't know what kind of angels or who. I don't have any of the information you require.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your help again.
You are most welcome. I wish you safe travels, but also success in your future endeavor.
You too.
I am working on it. Oh, Lord.
What are you going for next?
He's whatever piece. He's got the Demon Lord blood, but the other one's going to be a little bit more pain in the ass. I don't have the list in front of me. I know you guys are doing the first 2, and he had the others. And
Eye of a Beholder. Heart of Goristro.
I don't remember which one it was, but you guys
13 Devil's Mushrooms.
Yeah, you guys have your task, and he's got.
Oh,
his.
Didn't we get the mushrooms?
Nope.
I thought we did somewhere.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Now, are you going for the Beholder Eye or the heart of the?
I think he was going for the heart. You guys had the Beholder. Yeah, he had the heart thingy, and you guys had the Beholder Eye.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go yank some hairs off of angels.
The feathers, of course.
Yeah, that.
All right. Any preparations or anything you guys want to do before you start your journey?
I'm doing motivational speech.
You're still in the tower. This is before you go, and anything you guys want to do or get prepared.
Yeah, stocking up on reagents and
sure,
good food. Because I'm sick of fucking mushrooms.
the idea that chisel's probably a good idea. If
we
I'll
need
go,
6 different angel feathers too, so we need multiple chisels probably.
Well, I'm sure you guys, one of you guys, myself included, has shatter.
Ooh, that's gonna be loud.
do we want to shatter an angel that was trapped for a long time as a punishment? I feel like that's kind of like going into a prison, finding like the biggest, toughest dude, and like slapping him right in the left testicle.
That is a good question, though. What if our chiseled off stone feather breaks? Can it be in pieces, or do we need a whole complete one?
Or do you have like crazy glue?
All I know is I need is a feather, so I mean it shouldn't be hard.
Yes, but if it's part of a statue and we're chiseling and the thing breaks, is that bad?
Probably want to get chiseled in the place where you get the entire feather.
Gosh.
Be safe.
So we should take out like a chunk,
You
square.
You could, yes, as long as it's
Chisel off a whole wing.
Okay. You do what you do. You
Leave like a little note, like sorry.
we're sorry. Sorry.
Just like a post-it note with a smiley face. So yeah, I'll ask one of the unseen servants by just sort of talking to the middle of the room if they got any chisels.
You are provided a chisel. It's a simple tool.
Nice.
Were you saying, Ranger, I didn't need to do my motivational speech?
You're in the tower. You don't need to do it right now. You won't need it to do it till the next
day. Right, but when we teleport...
Right, but that you'll still
So we're covered for this whole day?
Yeah, covered for this grade.
Okay.
I'm going to ask for a couple expensive spell components. I only need like 1 or 2. If you can supply them, they're worth 100 gold.
Do you have the gold?
Diamond dust. And yes, I'll pay for them if you got it.
He will make the trade with you.
Okay. So I'll deduct 200 gold, which makes my character close to broke.
Well, you have the party funds, extraordinary amount of wealth, I'm sure.
Well, up to you guys. Do you want to take it out of the party fund or out of my pocket? Pretty much, this is the spell component for greater restoration.
Yeah, I'll take that out of the party fund.
Okay. It's 2 stacks of diamond dust is what he's looking for.
So it's 200 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
All right. When you guys are ready, let him know, and he will take you to the teleportation circle and send you on your magical way.
Didn't we have something we wanted him to identify or something?
No. We already identified that ring. Remember?
Oh yeah. But the sword that made you into the thing.
The possessed sword.
Oh yeah, that's in the bag of holding right now.
Let's give it to him and tell him about it.
Yeah, you shouldn't touch it without knowing ahead of time. It made him into a thing.
Is a demon possessed weapon, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Then just like an unseen server comes over with the tray. Place it on that, please.
I mean, who knows? It might come in handy in distracting other demons, but you never know. I'll leave that up to you because you know what to do with them better than we do.
Well, I will have to study it. I'm aware of their existence, but I will have my assistant who loves this kind of stuff to research this for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it out of the bag. I'm going to let somebody else do it. I have PTSD from that one.
I'll do it.
How do you take it out?
I'll just do the whole, hold the bag and put it right over the tray and do
there you
shake,
go.
shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake my
shake,
dirty
shake.
sword.
Shake your sword. Shake your sword. All right. Yeah, you're able to place it on the tray, and he's like, ugh. This is a nasty piece of work on this one. All right. Anything else? I have things to get accomplished myself.
That makes sense.
That extra ring of protection, somebody took that, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm asking the group. I want to say somebody did.
No.
The Britonian, maybe?
I thought
Yeah, I
it was
think he-
Briar because I thought he only.
Well,
had
no,
one.
I took the ring of free action that we found and took off my ring of protection and threw it in the bin. That's why we have an extra ring of protection now.
Well, we also found one.
Oh, did we also find one? Okay, then that means we have two then.
Well, I have a 2-minute slot, or I can have a cloak of elven kind. I don't know if we're gonna need the stealth for this next day or not. I guess I'll just keep it for now, but I don't mind blinging up with rings. I don't really care. See what's his name's
Cloak of Elvenkind doesn't require attunement.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
Mrr.
I think it's the boots that don't require attunement.
That's right.
And
I mean, he's
also
got-
the draw cloaks and stuff that you were given, those take an hour of attunement as well, by the way. They are magical.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
talking about.
The Pifwa.
Okay, so are we ready to go out in the maze thing, or
Yep. Let's do this.
All right. If you are ready, I am ready to take you there. All right, you guys go down, and he gets you prepared, and the teleportation circle's there, and now this will take you a day away from the labyrinth. It's as close as I can get it. So you will be on your own once you are teleported. Fair enough?
Okay. That's better than having to hoof it from here.
It's a 2-week journey, yes. Right. And you guys step in the portal. He does his thing. Humana, poof. You guys are in the Underdark once again in a small alcove of a cavern. You guys make your way out, and you can see who's making a survival check.
Not me.
not it?
Survival check already? Okay. I
No,
can
why
do
don't
I'll
that.
give Dorian Bardic Inspiration.
Right.
You can do it, Dorian. Oh yeah. Nice. My bardic inspiration went up to a D10 this level.
Nice.
Well, I clicked it. Let me refresh and see if this thing will actually do something this time.
Hello, computer. I will be right back.
That's what Johnny said, and he was gone for 7 minutes.
There
Sorry.
you go.
I'm just messing with you.
26.
Yeah, you have a good sense of where you're at and stuff. However, you're not familiar with the surroundings, and sense that as you progress further in, Dorian, shit's starting to look weird. It's caverns, but there's just like you're hearing little echo. All of you are hearing little noises, little echoes, little things. You guys, it kind of puts you on high alert because by the end of this day, you get to a cave opening that you can tell. You kind of touch the ground. You can look. You're seeing the ground like starting to darken in a way that's unnatural, Dorian. you have reached the beginning of the Great Labyrinth. Do you want to rest, or do you guys want to go inside?
How much time has passed since we left the wizard?
It's about 6-7 hours of making your way towards this.
Go in for a bit.
Oh, I've just thought of something, Ranger.
Yes. 42.
You said I didn't need to do my motivational speech, but that has other effects beyond just the wisdom.
Yeah, you can do it if you want to. I'm just saying that if you're doing it,
it's got the temporary HP and this thing that we always forget about. But if you get attacked, the next attack you make is with advantage. All of us, including myself, always forget that. But it's a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do a motivational speech. You're all properly motivated now.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I always do Gift of Alacrity on Briar just because it's like habit. Kind of waking up for coffee now. I got to do it. I start getting the shakes if I don't.
Are you guys going to go in? Is that the plan now?
Yeah, I'm in favor of that.
Okay. So say ye all.
So say, Resonant Band.
Yeah, I just start walking in.
Yeehaw.
Oh,
well,
hey.
hey.
Okay.
You leveled up, DPK.
Oh, yay.
Liddy. All right. Getting some vape juice here. All right, let's do some rolling. Everybody, make a... intelligence saving throw.
Everyone make an intelligence saving throw.
Including you.
No bueno.
And we get to add a D4 to that?
I didn't bless anybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm actually fairly satisfied with my role, considering intelligence.
I mean, dumb stat.
Yep.
I'm also relatively happy with
Yeah.
my role as well.
Present roll. Ribin, Jazz, Briton. Grimothy. We're waiting for Grimm. He gets back.
Being very quiet.
I'm waiting for Grimothy. I can't do anything until he gets back.
I know, but we could.
Well, you guys can talk so much yourselves. I mean, I'm setting up maps and stuff.
You said we're hearing some noise in the distance?
Just noises here and there. You can't pinpoint it. You know what I'm saying? Like something's fucking with you.
Oh, like in our heads?
I do believe this place is spooky, is what they would say.
Is that what the kids say nowadays?
Oh, just so you guys know, I now have Aura of Courage. So nobody
He
within
said
10
as he
feet of me
peed his pants.
Nobody can what, DPK?
can be frightened that is within 10 feet of me.
Nice.
Yeah.
For most things, yeah, that's true.
Nice.
As strong as you are there, Briton, with your new aura, I think the Demon Lords still scare me. Yeah, just a little.
Just a wee bit.
That is very awesome.
Like,
We'll
just
still bring some extra diapers.
I mean, they're Knoll Demon Lords. They can't be that big.
Yeah, they're just little guys.
You know, usually 12 feet tall.
Yeah, just little guys.
Right? When this Grimm gets back, we'll see what happens.
You weren't wrong when you said last time somebody said that they were gone for 7 minutes.
First with Swevens.
Swevens.
Are we timing Grimm?
He's been gone almost 5.
I'm back. Sorry.
Perfect. Not Sweven.
The dog want to take her freaking time.
It's all right.
So-
Dogs are going to do what the dog's going to do.
Yep.
All right. Grimothy, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, great. What'd you guys do?
Nothing yet.
You all went into the
Nothing?
labyrinth.
Oh, okay. So, let's see here. Is this against poison or being frightened?
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
All right. Briar, Briton, Ribin, you guys are okay. You're a little discombobulated. It's kind of like you've entered another realm, it feels like. The area has kind of changed a little bit, but you're still able to keep your wits about you, right? Whatever is happening entering the labyrinth was not able to affect your gut. Jazz, Dorian, you are completely confused and lost. Have disadvantage on perception checks. You have anything in intelligence, you have disadvantage on any check. Skill or save wise.
Great.
Ouch.
Cool.
You're just discombobulated. You walk in this area and it's just off-putting, and you're just completely confused in your surroundings and stuff. The effects of the labyrinth have taken hold.
Can I be scared enough to where I'll say, I'm freaking out, y'all. I'm going to bless everybody.
Oh, bless your heart.
Bless
No,
doesn't last very long. Don't remember, yeah.
I would say you don't. It seems like this is like an environmental thing. You don't think blessed at this particular moment would really do anything.
Okay.
So I see them, acting strange and stuff? Like they don't know where they are? Or...
They just look confused, a little bit out of sorts, like they're just not quite sure what they're, I mean, they've got their wits about them, they're able to talk and stuff, but they just they're not all there because the surrounding seems to be messing with them.
Yeah, the place is bothering me. I keep hearing a buzzing in my head.
Mm-hmm. Someone singing in his ear. Finger blast, blast, finger blast, blast, blast.
I'd get advantage if that were the case.
I was going to say, he probably hears that all the time.
Yeah, except it's the random passerbys that are like, Dorian, can you finger blast me?
Hey, that takes a certain level of subscription tier to get that service.
Subscribe to my only Dorian.
You gotta go with the Prime sub to get that good loving.
Go to Dorian's Only Drums site.
Yeah,
That's
only.
right.
Oh, that's right. Only drums. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. All right, we got that done.
Let's see here.
Since Corinth, you're one of the ones that has the brain fog. Roll me a d20, please.
Yay. I don't know why that means I need to, but I will. I don't want to.
No, why don't you do it?
At least it wasn't a 1. Because it was right by that 1. 7.
Okay. So you guys are able to explore a little bit. You have no idea where you're going or what direction. Dorian, make a survival check with disadvantage.
Okay. I guess even wisdom ones are like that. Survival's wisdom.
I know, but where's
Sucks.
to my labyrinth?
And disadvantage. Go. 14.
14. Yeah, you're able to get at least a sense of a somewhat adequate direction. You guys go for about an hour or two. You find what looks like to be a pretty good spot to stop for the day because you guys have been at it for all day now. To make camp and stuff. You guys gonna put your tiny hut and things of that nature?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And will you be pulling guard duty?
I mean, we should still just to be
Probably,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can see out from inside the hut,
You
right?
can see outside the
So-
hut.
So you can at least stand guard in the hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Who's going to pull the first watch?
I can pull it first.
All right. First 2 hours. All right. Next one.
I
I'll
can
take
pull
the next one.
Okay.
And Briar, you take the next one. Third. JohnnyMo.
Okay.
Fourth.
I can.
All right. Jazmyra. All right. Briton.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Alrighty then. That's an 18.
All right. As you're watching, what is this thing?
That ain't good.
You see, it's weird. You start seeing like this fog kind of hit the ground, and it looks like the cave is changing a little bit. And you see this creature, this with wings. It's all metal. It's a big ball with little legs and arms, robotic, and wings flapping, looking around. It's got a sword in its hand. It's looking around. It's like it senses something, but can't quite figure things out. And then it moves on. You can roll Arcana or something. Yeah.
I'll roll, but I'm at disadvantage.
It's Briton. He's the one pulling first duty, right?
Oh,
yes.
yes.
So like nature or arcana?
Nature Arcana.
Okay. Both of them are equally shitty, so it's fine.
Well, there you go.
I ain't getting no shit.
It's a thing.
It's a thing with wings.
Yeah. So you can describe what it is. You have no idea what it is. Not a clue. All right. Outside of that, you're good. Nothing else happens during your shift. So who's second? It was
That would be me.
Group.
Roll a d20.
Oh, a 1.
Oh,
Nothing.
don't you have to re-roll that as a halfling?
No,
It's either amazing or awful.
Like I said, it's either gonna be awesome or it's not.
Yeah, Briton tells you something he saw, cannot even come close to telling you what it is. You have no idea, but you're a little bit on edge there, Grimothy, and you don't see anything. So you think Briton might be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but then again, you're in the labyrinth and things are starting to affect you guys weirdly. So nothing happens. You don't see anything. JohnnyMo, you're next.
Yep.
Roll that magical D20 for me, would you please?
A 20.
You see something horrifying. You see moving in a group of 6 as you kind of notice something that you're watching in the safety of your hut. You see the fog and everything on your outside, right? Like things are happening. Then you see these kind of creatures you've never seen before. Look like mushrooms. You're not sure, but roll a Arcana or nature check to see if you know what this is.
Myconoids.
Oy, both of them are awful.
But we've seen myconoids before.
Of 5.
Giant, teeny looking mushrooms is the best you can come up with. With tentacles.
Well, I mean, do they look anything like the mushrooms that we met in the Underdark before?
Not even close. No.
There's a bunch of dicks outside.
Literally. But they go through, it's like they're looking for something, don't see anything, and just move on. And that's what you notice on your roundabout way of your guard duty. All right, Jazzy Jazz. I think you're the number 4 contestant on what the hell you're going to see in the labyrinth. Roll your D20, my dear.
I just want to point out, I'm glad we're in the hut.
A 2. A 2.
Yeah, you know, same thing that happened. You know, you're woken up, Johnny's in there trying to tell you like everything his character saw. He says giant penisy tentacled monsters that are mushrooms.
No, that sounds exciting. That sounds exciting, Ribin.
So yeah, Ribin.
Did you draw a picture of them so we could see?
No,
I'll in the dirt. I'll start etching out a dick. Big
looks like a penis
on it.
with lines of hair, little squiggly lines,
and it's got a smiley face.
Oh yeah, big smiley face. And it's holding a sword and a shield. And
did they seem ill-tempered?
It's only got one
eye.
At
least it's a happy penis. I mean, that's good.
Well, well, look at it. It's got protection. That's why. Like.
Okay. And then. Yeah, but you don't nothing.
For children, yes.
You don't see anything on your.
And my insanity or whatever you want to call it.
You're rested. It's kind of disappeared.
All right. Okay. Good.
The start of the next day. Corinth, you are cured of your temporary insanity.
Yay, I no longer feel discombobulated.
That's right. Everybody roll Constitution saving throws for me.
Oh, yay, boo.
Constitution.
But I haven't gotten a chance to do anything.
The labyrinth nor the abyss cares.
Good. That's a 24.
I didn't even hit my long rest button yet.
Oh, you have to hit your
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
$18.
Okay. Briton, Ribin, Briar, Jazz, who we missing? Dorian. All right. Jazz, Ribin, Briton, you guys are all fine. Nothing. You feel this wave of like nauseous kind of gas come out of you all of a sudden. This air kind of as you guys are coming out of the tiny hut. Briar and Dorian, you guys feel really weak all of a sudden. You have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Is it poison? Because I have advantage against poison.
It's not poison.
Okay.
I would tell you if it was.
It's white snake. No.
Yes. Here we go again on my own. You hear that as it comes as this Wayne. Yeah, it's like, God, what was that music? And then you feel weak.
I will do my motivational speech on everybody.
Everybody get your motivational speech. That's easy enough.
Take your 5 temporary HP.
But yeah, you guys have disadvantage on all attacks.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws for the rest of the day as well. All right. Fine Corinthian leather. Make your survival check.
As he's preparing, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on everybody.
Sure. Everybody gets a +10 to their stealth check if you guys so deem to move stealthily.
27.
Yes.
Very nice.
You're starting to get a sense of this place. You were a little discombobulated yesterday, but you got through it, Dorian, and you guys are on the path of redemption. Briar, why don't you roll me a d20, buddy?
Uh-oh.
Mm.
7.
Swabbins.
All right. Another day. Pretty much you guys don't really encounter anything between Dorian's survival and his instincts and everything. As weakened as you are, you don't really encounter anything. You do make some progress, you think, Dorian. It is hard to tell because these tunnels go up and down and you try to stay on the main path, right? You're in the Underdark. You know, you were able to identify because you rolled so well where you shouldn't be going. Like you find some pitfalls and some tunnels and stuff like, yeah, that's not good, right? Doesn't smell right to you. You were able to avoid all danger for the whole day. So you guys have made it through one day of the labyrinth.
Do we see anything?
No, you didn't run into anything. Surprising.
Tiny hut then?
Tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
You guys tiny it up. This night as you guys pull guard duty, we'll say the same shift.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really bothers you guys. Dorian did a really good job, guys, getting you into a decent spot, it seems like, away from... Because, of course, you guys probably were hearing stories from Briton and Ribin about these creatures that they saw. Balls and penis-y things. You guys haven't run into anything like that yet. So, there you go.
Hi, Mom.
What does Mother need? Mother needs some sustenance. She's been working outside all day. She wants me to get her a big, juicy hamburger and fries. Well, we will do that soon.
DoorDash?
No, she wants a certain type. I'm not paying. It's right around the corner, but I'll have to go get it soon. But we must keep the mother happy. All right. It is the next day. You guys are rested, so any conditions you had the previous day are over. Would you like to do your motivational speech beginning?
Absolutely,
here,
yes.
All right. You keep the troops' morale up, and everybody get your bonuses.
You can do it, Dorian. I believe in your tracking and your ability to navigate better than anyone else, and I give him inspiration.
Everybody make strength saving throws, please.
Totally not dump stat.
Uh-oh.
Oh. 11.
That is a dumb stat for me, but
Oh dear, Briar.
Oh my.
wow.
Okay, everybody but Ribin You have disadvantage on strength saving throws. You have a disadvantage on any skill check or anything that requires strength.
Outstanding.
All right. Who have I not picked on? Jazzy, roll that d20 for me, please.
Picked on me already, but I'll happily roll it.
Well, not for this one. Rotating. What is this? Oh my god, give me a second.
I hope it's vampires.
It is. It is a bunch of vampires.
Do they sparkle?
It does sparkle.
Do they have posh English accents? No.
What looks like kind of beige colored jellyfish with two eyes like a snail stalks come around the corner. At first you're like, oh my god. But they're just floating there. Very non-threateningly. One person and one person only who wants to try to identify what these could be may make a roll.
What kind of roll would it be?
This would be nature or arcana.
Yeah, suck them.
I can do arcana.
Go for it. Whoever wants to make the roll, make the roll. Those are the two choices.
Why not?
26.
Nice.
Yeah, you recognize that
11.
out of anything you could have run into, you've run into a flump. They are small aberrations, but they are good aberrations. They're very peaceful creatures. They live in groups, from what you rolled, and you know from your knowledge that that flumps, as you see, that they're in their neutral. They've turned they started turning green, which flumps express. They communicate in two ways. Their color represents their emotion, but they communicate telepathically.
Really? Okay. I look at everyone around, and I look at that monster, and I cast Rary's telepathic bond on all of us and that one creature.
It works on all you guys, but it has no effect on them. But but you're all able to hear the thoughts of whoever they're talking to since you cast that. And so yeah. But one comes forward a little bit bigger than the other, still green in color, and says, "Hello, friends," in your minds. This is in your mind.
Hello, you're beautiful. Oh, thanks. How's things going here in this labyrinth? Is this where you live?
We seem to have separated. That we live in.
Oh, do you need some help?
Well, we could use some help. As you use food to sustain yourself, we live off the psychic energy of others. Unfortunately, a lot of the things that we have been running to down here are not the best for that. if you could volunteer a little bit of your psychic energy to help feed us, we promise it is safe.
Oh dear.
And there's no side effect.
You'd probably starve.
At least she's being truthful.
I'm kind of like the.
It turns a soft pink color when you say that, Johnny. It is amused by your little quiff there.
So what would it entail? Like, what would you have to do to?
We just would just take a little bit of your mental energy is all. There would be no harm to you.
Hmm.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Bopping 13.